back to the channel. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. Hoping that everyone is having a good Memorial Day weekend. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Cummins and what I've been working on. Let's get into it. Alright, as you can see, I have the rear tore apart, and as you know from my last video, I'm doing a roll pan on here, and in doing so I want to make sure I can tow, so I actually have a BHP Big Hitch Products hidden hitch. I haven't tested it yet, I just have the ball in here for mock-up, but it seems pretty good quality. I still have to zip tie all my wiring and stuff up out of the way, so they won't be there whenever this is all said and done, but it seems to be good quality. It's pretty heavy duty. It's 3/8 inch thick, 1/4 inch thick steel. I have my exhaust down here that I need to get cleaned up a little bit and put my exhaust tip back on, but I had to take that off to drill for my roll pan. Let's go around here, show what I've done in the front. Supposed to be getting my stuff back from paint here next week. Who knows though? So, don't mind the headlights, they're just covered in water. They're not all foggy and stuff. But the whole front end's torn apart. So, grill comes off and then the bumper can come off. And I know you're seeing something down here that wasn't here before. If you pay attention, there's a second wiring harness now. So I was thinking about just wiring them into the headlights switch, my fog lights that I'm putting in this, and then I figured, you know what, let's do it the real way. So I'll go ahead and unlock the truck and show you. My truck originally didn't come with this, but this is a Mopar product, or Mopar, genuine Mopar fog light switch. Yes, it still functions. So Lily unplugged this, plugged the new one in with the fog light switch on it, and then that's all said, and that's all done under here. And then under the hood, over here, you need to buy the wiring harness, and right here there's the ground wire behind this other ground wire, and then under your fuse box there's the PDC. You really unclip it, unclip all the stuff under here, and I'll put a picture up here on which plugs that I used. On that connector to put the fog lights in. Slip those both in and put it all back together. Make sure the harness is down the side down here. And whenever I get the truck put back together, supposedly this will plug right into the fog lights, and then I have to take it to the dealership and have them flash a fog light sales code into it, and the fog light should work off the switch if it is like they say it is, which the forums all said that's what they did, and it worked. And you know, they're a lot smarter than me, so we're gonna go with it. If worst case scenario, I'll just put my switch back in and I'll wire them to the fog light, or the headlights rather. But it wasn't too much of a pain to do all this stuff, honestly. I did it all here in the driveway. Obviously the grill off, there's the 4 screws up here, and then they push into these little clips, so pull these out. The bumper, there's 4 bolts, 2 on top, 2 on the bottom, 18 millimeters. Take those out. Make sure you undo all your wiring off there. All the little push pins, little fir tree push connectors. Make sure you take those off there, and the bumper will come right off. As for the rear is even simpler, except for the wiring. You just got to undo all the wiring, all the fir tree connectors on the back end of this, and then there's 2 bolts over here and 2 bolts over here. You pull these 2 bolts, and there's another 12 bolts right here. Pull those and undo all your wiring, and it comes right off. So it's not that big of a deal. It's better to have 2 people just so you don't scratch the sides of the bed. But if we look under here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there are holes that I drilled. I don't know if you'll be able to see it very well. But there are holes that I drilled right there in this bed in order to mount my roll pan to. So they're not perfectly spaced out, but they are perfectly level straight across. And the reason they're not perfectly, you know, have perfect distance between each one is because back behind here there are bigger brackets that reinforce this. So I didn't want to drill through all of that, because out here where it's double thick, that was a pain in itself just to drill through. So that wasn't too much of a pain. The biggest problem I've had so far was I need something to mount my power. So the trailer connector, and obviously the roll pan's gonna be almost right up against this, so I didn't have a place to put the little adapter, or a 7 and 4 prong. So look under here, I actually have it mounted on the back side of this, and I have a wiring extension for whenever I tow a trailer. I took it into the trailer wiring extension, and it extends it long enough to use. But right there it is, and it's actually drilled into the back of this hitch, and that is a Hopkins. And if I find the part number, I'll throw the part number up for you. But I still have more zip tying to do up under here. But you can see the top of that connector right there. Really easy to get to if I ever want to take this off. But it's coming together. I'm not really sure if I want to axle dump it yet or stick it out the side. My only main concern is if I stick it outside, if it'll melt that roll pan. So I'm not really too sure yet what I want to do. But along with drilling on the sides over there, down here on the bottom of the bed, there are also little holes that I drilled. If you can see it right there on where my thumb's at. So one on each side, and that is to hold the bottom in, and then up here is going to be double-sided adhesive. And I already mocked it up and checked everything, and it fits actually really well. All the lines line up perfectly, and it is actually out at paint, as well as my front bumper and my grill. And the grill is actually not getting painted all black. It's going to have a little bit of chrome on it, and I think it's going to look really good, especially with everything else that's getting done. And I'm also not sure if I want to change out the headlights, because I'm doing paint match front bumper and partially paint match a grill. If I want to leave the chrome headlights, or if I want to get rid of those. So we'll see what it looks like once I put it all together, and if not, then hey, I'll just buy some new headlights and I'll keep these. Obviously I'll swap over the switchbacks, but I'm not sure yet if I want to go to the projector style headlights like the Land Rover and stuff have, or if I just want to keep it as is. But let's go inside the garage in here and I'll show you the license plate light that I have. Alright, and over here we have the tail light that I'm going to put on it, or the license plate light rather. So this is actually a TST Industries license plate light. It's made for a motorcycle, or crotch rocket, whatever you want to call them. And so what I did is I took the double-sided adhesive off right here. I drilled 2 holes equally spaced apart, and then I mocked up on the roll pan, drilled 2 holes equally through that, and then I drilled a center hole to put the wiring through. And once it's on there, I'm going to go ahead and finish the wiring up here, which in order to do that, I actually have these ends, 194 ends, which will slip into the existing license plate light. And then we also have a lower valance, which I did not get color matched because I'm assuming that that's going to flex whenever my tires hit it. So I didn't want that to crack the paint or anything. And then the only thing I'm missing still is my license plate holder, which I'm going to go ahead and have that fabricated because everybody that I've ordered one from can't get them in. So I'm going to have my own fabricated by my buddy. Here we have my fog lights, which these are not factory. They are smoked. Not really sure how I feel about these, but we'll see what they look like on the truck. And if I go ahead and switch the headlights out, we'll probably go ahead and switch those out, go solid black. Alright, so that's going to do it for this video. Just wanted to give you a quick update on the truck and what I've done so far. And stay tuned, because with any luck this coming week, we'll go ahead and have this put back together and it'll be on the road, and I'll show you the reveal. So hope you have a good Memorial Day weekend, and go ahead and subscribe to the video and give me a thumbs up. Go over to Instagram and Snapchat. Peace.
Like a Hellcat.